YouTube, we're back with another video. I know it's been a while, man. Almost 3 weeks. Apologize about that. Had some things going on. Had some insights, some meditation insights, you know what I'm saying? As you're going through these things, sometimes you might not be as consistent as you like, but you know what I'm saying? It is important to get back on the grind. With all that being said, let's get into the theme of the video. The theme of the video is time management. I'm unsure what I'm going to title this video, so I'm going to just say that's the theme of the video. Last night, I was having a long conversation with one of my friends, and we was talking about this game that we used to play all the time, NBA 2K. Whew, I'm telling you, man, I spent a lot of time on NBA 2K. An embarrassing amount of time, so this is kind of like a sad video. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to the brother Mark, the messenger, because he brought light on this issue a couple weeks ago. You guys should check out his channel. I'll probably leave a link down below in the description. You guys check him out. Great channel to look at for self-improvement. With all that being said, let's get back to the conversation. So I'm sitting up here conversing with my friend, and she and I are just talking about how all the good times and stuff that we have with 2K. And then the idea popped in my head. I was like, how about we go over, how many hours do you think we spent? And she was like, we played at least 3,000 hours of, well, not 3,000 hours, excuse me. We play at least 3,000 games in rec per year. So with that being said, it takes about like 30 minutes on average. So then I was like, oh wait, well, let's do the math. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the math real quick. Okay, so we're back with the calculator. Hopefully you guys can see it clearly. I think I have it big enough. So yeah, we started doing a little bit of mathematics, and this is when it became sad, and a tear almost rolled out my eye. I'm not even joking, like not even joking at all. I almost cried. So on average, we would play about 3,000 games a year. Each of those games are about 5-minute quarters, which leads up to about 30 minutes when you consider the timeouts and all that stuff involved. So 3,000 games. And we're going to divide that by 30. Actually, we're going to multiply that times 30. And this will give us how many minutes? So about 90,000 minutes per year on average, at least from 2K18 with her and I, and for me personally, about 2K15. So about, what's that, 90,000 minutes? So you divide that by 60. That'll give you how many hours? So on average, about 1,500 hours. That's sad. And that time goes by quick. Like, I'm doing this in under a year. From the time September arises, so we got September to about, I would play it maybe to about June. September to about June, maybe July. When the next one comes out, it's in the other September. But my hours start to kick down around like June timeframe after NBA Finals. So I was like, you know what? How many hours does it take for me to learn a new language? Just out of curiosity. So I typed in, how many hours does it take to learn a new language? And this is what I found out. And it says FSI research indicates that it takes 480 hours to reach basic fluency in Group 1 languages, and 720 hours for Group 2 to 4 languages. If we are able to put in 10 hours a day to learn a language, that basic fluency is easy. It should take 48 days. And for difficult languages, 72. That might sound like a lot, but bro, I was putting about that much time every day on 2K. But let's stay on topic here. So I was like, hold up, let's just do some math. 480 hours, okay? Let's just divide that for a basic one, or a basic Group 1 fluency. Divide that by 480. Sorry, hang on. 1,500 hours. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add in one factor here. Sorry about that. So I've essentially been doing this since 2K15 with me alone. At least I could actually go back to 2K11, but that might be too embarrassing. I'm not trying to embarrass myself too much. But at least I can go from 2K15 all the way up to 2K21. So what? That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 7 years. So we multiply this number 1,500 times 7. And we have 10,500 hours. And for any of you guys know about the 10,000 rule, that's 10,000 hour rule, that's when you master a particular thing. But let's not try to veer off too much in that. If I put that amount of time in the meditation, we're going to stay on topic, okay? So we're going to divide that by 480, okay? Look at that. That's 21 basic languages I should be fluent in from the time I've been playing. The amount of time that I put in 2K15 all the way up to 2K21. I should be fluent somewhere around. Now, if we can just say, hey, you know, that's too harsh of a number. Let's look at the high end. So what was our number? 10,500. Divide that by 720. Okay, let's do that. I should be fluent in 14 freaking different languages. 14 languages. Bro, when I figured this out, man, a tear almost rolled down my eye. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna cat. A tear did roll down my eye. I ain't gonna. It did. You know what I'm saying? I was getting a little sniffles. She was like, yeah, all right. I was like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I sat back and I said, 2K15. I don't even play the game no more. The game is collecting dust. If it was even a disc, it was a digital version. But I'm never gonna play that game ever again. And we ain't even counting the amount of money I put in the VC. But I tell you that, man, that's just plain on embarrassing. So, now we can average in between, because now our languages are group 1 and now our languages are group 2. So I think it's safe to say somewhere 18 languages. If I took the amount of time that I put into 2K into another language, bro, I should. Look, I'm not knocking anybody. This video is not a knock anyone who loves to play video games. If you love to play video games, then by all means play them. I'm not telling you not to, but what I'm trying to do is this, since this channel is surrounded around meditation, and meditation is awareness, I'm trying to bring awareness that you could potentially be like me. I'm 34 years old and waste a lot of time. Like, waste it. 14, I could be fluent in 14 to 18 at the high end, 21 different languages. So I say all that to say, man, manage your time and be aware at all times. If I was aware, so the only thing that got me aware to that point is, this is how the bleed over meditation makes you aware of the present moment. Me being aware made me look this up. And so I don't really want to, I don't want to cry over spilled milk, but what I do want to say is this: I can't go back in the past and change that, right? I can't go back in the past. There's nothing I can do. What I can do is start working on it now. I don't know if I can go gung-ho and do 10 hours a day. I actually was going into the language that I should already be fluent in, because I lived in that country for 9 years. It's Japanese. I was going back over it this morning. I was having a lot of fun doing it at my own pace. Not really going this systematic route. And I'll cover that later on in the video. So I you know, what really made me, I remember when I first got to Japan, this was 2011, right? And the first thing I wanted to do, it was just my wife and I, we had no children. I wanted to get to that hotel. I wanted to make sure I had internet. And I wanted to set up my Xbox 360 so I could play NBA 2K11. Like, I shouldn't have allowed myself to waste that much time. But, you know, I need that kind of thing so that it motivates me to put my time into something more productive, something more constructive. Because all I was really doing is arguing back and forth with people online, you know what I'm saying, playing basketball, putting the ball in the hoop with pixels on the screen, man. Not anymore. So then that leads me to, I remember a couple years ago, maybe about 2018, I found this guy online. His name is LaShao. I'll go up to his YouTube channel, right? Let's go to his YouTube channel right now. This dude is fluent in so many languages. He inspired me to start, actually while I was in Japan, to start learning different languages. Let me see, LaShao. Speak Chinese. This guy right here. Whew, he was such an inspiration to me. But somehow I got lost in the sauce, started playing 2K again. So I go to his channel. And so I was like, hey man, let me get back inspired, man. Let me get back inspired. So I was like, just going through, I see like he hadn't posted, and so I click on his channel right here. I see he hasn't posted in a year. I'm like, maybe he's got other things going on. So I go back. So I'm looking through the comments section. And I see this comment right here, and my heart drops.
Retnick.
The saddest part is Moses never got the chance to actually go to China. So I'm like, oh wait, what? I go down and I'm seeing R.I.P. The man died last year. Now this crushed my soul, yo. Like when I seen that, he was such an inspiration to me. I didn't even know he died. And I was thinking, it got me back to being aware that tomorrow is not like he died of a heart attack. This dude, like if I can go, let me see if we got a, let's go and just pull up to what this man looked like. Let me see. LaShao learning languages. I just watched this video. Look at this man. Does he look like he have any heart conditions? He had a heart attack. He's a very intelligent brother. I can't remember how many, like I want to say he knows about like maybe 13 to 14 languages, possibly more. Could possibly more. And this tomorrow is not promised, y'all. Like we go and we live life as if we're gonna walk this planet forever. We are not. We're sitting here and we're, more specifically me, we're wasting time with stuff that's not gonna mean anything. All I'm saying is, man, the fact that tomorrow's not promised to you, do the things that makes you happy. Don't go out there and chase this frivolous green pieces of paper. The last thing you want is for you to forbid, Lord forbid, to pass away and you never got a chance to fully extract your full potential in this human form. You don't want to be that guy. I promise you don't, man. I promise you. Let's go back. Sorry about that. You don't want to be that guy, man. I didn't really want to kill the vibe with this video, but I just really wanted to bring awareness, man. So after I seen that he had died, I made a comment. I don't know if y'all can see it in here. Can you see it? I said, I had no idea. I said, oh no, I had no idea this man died. I had an insight that was that had driven me to learn new languages. So I came back to this channel only to learn that he had passed away. I said, I swear on my life, I will carry on his legacy in his honor. R.I.P. LaShao. So, if you made it this far into this video, which I only got 17 subscribers, I'd be surprised if you made it this far. What I'm going to do is, I'm learning Japanese now. I'm learning different phrases, and I'm going to try to start putting this into practice. And what I want to do by the end of each week is show my progression in how I'm developing in this language. And hopefully this can inspire other people to learn different things. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be languages. Just let it be something that you're learning that's just not giving your time away to a $1 billion corporation. Just doing stuff that isn't going to serve you in the end. I want to learn something that's going to serve me, because the barrier between me and making a connection between someone else, like in this life, I feel like just this life is all about the experiences you have and the relationships that you can have and cultivate with other people. That is literally a barrier that I have with someone else because I can't speak their language. So I want to learn Japanese because I feel like I owe it to myself. I lived in that country for 9 years. I lived in that country for 9 years and I can barely speak the language. Like I only know like, you know, good morning, how are you? Just small phrases like that. But that is the barrier that I have to be connecting with somebody else who could be a dope person, man. Somebody else who could be also on this journey of becoming a better version of themselves. But I can't do that with them because there's a language barrier. I have to go on Google Translate. Bottom line is this, man. Become aware of what you're putting your time into. And if you're aware of it, you're fully conscious, then whatever decision or whatever you decide to put your time into, you're doing it consciously other than compulsively. I would compulsively come home from work, sometimes even behind my qualifications and whatever the case may be in my own career, and just be like, screw all that. Let me crack open a beer, put on some 2K, bloop, get on the party chat. Hey man, yo, what's up? Yo, let's get a match in. Let's get a game in. All that stupid mess, man. Getting frustrated, punching holes in the wall, getting mad because I missed a shot. No more. I'm done with that. So now I'm saying this publicly so that I can hold myself accountable and you guys can hold me accountable too. Please do. If you're on this journey, say, hey, look, Spat, what happened to the video, bro? Show us your progression. So that's what I want to do. I want to be able to come at the end of the week and I want to be able to show you guys my progression. And also it'll be almost like an autobiography of showing where I was in a particular language and how I've gotten to a point to where I'm fluent at the language. And just moving on, after I learn Japanese, the next language I want to learn is Korean. After Korean, I want to learn possibly French, but probably not. I want to learn Japanese, Korean, and probably Vietnamese. Those are 3 I want to learn because I spent most of my, I want to say most, a great majority of my life in Asia, so I have a bias towards that. And then I'll segue back over to maybe Spanish, French, and probably next would be like Russian, and you know, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But right now, I want to learn Japanese, and I want to show my progression in that. And hopefully, you guys figured out. Hopefully, I inspired you to do what it is that you want to do. Use your time for you. You already, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're engaged in this wage slavery lifestyle, then you're already dedicating the majority of your time to someone else, helping them to fulfill their dreams. The least you can do is pay yourself back, man. Give some of that time back to yourself. 30 minutes, whatever it is, give some time back to yourself. Don't just give it away to these billionaires, man. They got enough money. And I'll end the video with that. I'm sorry that it took this long. It is what it is. I had to get this off my chest. I feel like this is a good video to come back to, man. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. I probably should have said this first. I'm now at 17 subscribers. I have no idea how. I've been posting like 3 weeks, but somehow I've gained 7 subscribers over that time. But I appreciate each and every last one of y'all because y'all don't have to be watching my videos. Y'all can do whatever. Y'all can be subscribed to whoever you want. But we're going to end it here. I'm out, man. Peace.